Here's the answer for day 4, problem 1. Sketch the graph of this sine function. This is our normal sine function, except that it has a vertical shift of up 1. And so instead of using the x-axis as the center line between the humps, I'm going to use a line going through 1 as the center line. I'm going to draw a dashed line through 1. This will make it easier for me to make the humps that exist above that line and the humps that exist below that line. Now the sine function normally goes through the origin when we draw it and goes uphill and then comes down and then goes up. All of that is still true. It's just that we're using this location right here in place of the origin as our starting value. So it's going to go through here and then up to this spot, down here, down to there, and then up to there. The humps look like this. There's one period of the graph. We can draw a second period by doing this to the left. So down to there, there, up here, and then to here. Here are two periods of this sine function. Now day 4, problem 2. Find the sum of the first 40 numbers in this sequence. This is a sequence of numbers where the pattern between terms is to add 5. The rate of change is 5, or if you think of this as a linear function, the slope is 5. To find the sum of 40 terms, we can use a formula. The sum, this is an S, of the first 40 terms can be found by taking the number of terms and dividing by 2, and then multiplying by whatever the first term is plus whatever the 40th term is. I'm using the letter A to represent general terms and the subscript numbers to indicate which term we're talking about, first term and 40th term. Now the first term is the -4. That's our A1. But what's the 40th number in the list? We could extend the pattern out until we get to the 40th number, and then we would know what it is. But that's not very efficient. Instead, let's make a linear equation that will find us any term we want. So our linear equation will have this general pattern. A sub n, this means any term, can be found by taking the rate of change, which is 5, multiplying by the number of the term we're interested in, and then adjusting with some kind of value on the end. So when n is 1, this formula produces 5 times 1 equals 5, but that's not the correct term to output. To adjust it, we need to subtract 9. Let's do one more check to make sure this is the right equation. When n is 2, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 take away 9 is 1, and the second term is 1. So this formula will get us any term we want. We want to find the 40th term. Let's substitute 40. So the 40th term in the list of numbers is 5 times 40, take away 9. This is 191. That's the number that we want to put in that spot. So the sum of the first 40 terms is equal to 20 times -4 plus 191. Take a calculator, type that in, and we'll have it. It's 3,740.